Yo, what up? Hey, 2018's coming in hard, man. It's coming in quick with some big energy. I hope y'all ready. They say success is when preparation meets opportunity. And so we just staying prepared, you know what I'm saying? Yo, check it out. I used to play with band-eye, coordination hand-eye. Had a hard time fitting in like fat thighs. But that was back then. Now I got my abs tight. Shaking up these squares, I run they number like craps dice. Reflect like cat's eyes. Drop these. And after that, it'll just be the beginning. So 3, 2, and 1. All right, guys, 36 Chamber Podcast. It's been a while since we've actually recorded a fresh episode. It's me, Alex. Unfortunately, Gabe couldn't join us today, so I'm here with my friend Adrian, a longtime friend. How you doing, Adrian?
I'm doing great. How's everybody else doing today?
All right, bro. Yeah, it's been a while. We recorded an episode, I think back in December, and I mean, it's just been a while getting together. Me and you actually, we haven't caught up in a long time, so I just want to catch up with you a little bit before we. There's a few things I want to talk about, but yeah, you still at Mandalay Bay?
I'm not. In a way, yeah. I work with the corporation now. If that not. Hopefully that doesn't make any legal sense, but yeah, I actually work for MGM, like the whole corporation now. I'm corporate, bro.
Oh, you're corporate.
I'm big time now when I walk a dog around. That's what I do.
That's awesome, man. That's
I'm
cool.
a canine handler, so
Barely.
From part-time security guy, now I have a bomb detection dog, and that's what I do all day. I work with dogs all day. I'm a canine handler now.
That's awesome, bro. And actually, do you get to take the canine home, or is where do you drop it off?
Yeah, so like we have like kennels, so they actually stay in a kennel.
Oh, okay. And are they really good? Like, have you like, how do you get along with them? Like, are they easy to get along with and everything?
Every dog has its own personality, man. But in general, I get so there's like 26, 25 dogs. And
what? 25 dogs? Wow. Okay, yeah. So this is big. Yeah. Wow. Damn. All right.
I'm telling you, random, right? What a random progression.
Have you ever seen the dog bite somebody? Attack somebody?
I have. I've been attacked as well.
Oh, you've been attacked. Damn, man. Oh, do you have to get attacked like during tests, during like so you can feel what it's like to be attacked by the canine?
No. Here, So I don't control we don't have attack dogs. We have my dog sniffs for bombs. So we have detection dogs, not attack dogs.
Oh, okay.
So like we sweep shows, like all the things that go on before they ever do stuff. We check everything to make sure we have gun and we have bomb dogs. So we make
before events,
everything's clear. Yeah.
Oh, okay, man, that's cool. And so you've been doing that, and you got your own place. You were telling me you got your own place, huh?
I did. I just in what was it, 2019? Yeah, caught myself a little condo townhouse.
Oh, that's nice, man. How do you like it there?
I enjoy it a lot. It's very peaceful. It's very relaxing. My neighbors, I'm blessed. I'm between two places, but one place nobody lives there, and the other one's just a nice Korean lady who's super nice.
You always got to get along with your neighbors, bro. I always say that. You want to know why? Because you can never change them. What's that?
Well, especially in these times too, because just worse to worse, if things come to shit, if you could at least, build a little small community around people, people you can, hey, watch my stuff, type shit. Like, it's just nice to have a small little community. And yeah, you're right. You can't change them. I mean, you don't pay their mortgage.
Yeah, you can never change your neighbor. So that's why I always say, man, you gotta try your best to get along with them, because they will always be there. They're not going anywhere.
Worse than family. Because at least when you're family, you had to grow up with it and deal with it. Like neighbors, like if they suck and you just got to deal with it, like I don't know.
Yeah,
that's good, bro.
You can't get personal with them. Yeah, I see that. That's cool, man. Yeah, same here, man.
I just live in a one bedroom apartment, me all by myself. And I will say it you know, it's nice, it's
Mhm.
nice to live alone because you get privacy and everything, but
Definitely.
sometimes it gets too
Lonely,
quiet,
bro. Just say it,
a
bro. Just say
little too
lonely.
quiet.
Does it get
Yeah,
lonely?
it can. I will
It
not lie.
can.
It can. It can.
Yeah,
And
because I live with my lady and animals, so technically I'm like never alone in this place.
oh,
And
see,
so
see,
when I
you're
am alone,
lucky.
it's like peace and zen. You know what I mean? But honestly, when I do get peace and zen, it's actually a little weird now. But at least I
Yeah,
don't have to deal with my family. It's my chaos now that it's just in my place. So very nice.
yeah, and that's
Uh,
good, man. And so, other than that, I just been trying to uh, there's this marathon in June, and I wanted to run just a
Word.
10K. I was gonna do half a marathon, but then I was like, no, I don't think I'll be in shape to do half. And then
Wait, so
I
what's
think
a
I'm just
half
gonna
a
do
marathon?
10K. I think half a marathon is 13 miles, and then a 10K is just 6 miles. And it
Damn,
doesn't
that's a lot of
seem
miles.
bad, but you know, I don't I'm terrible runner right
Dude,
now.
me
So
too.
yeah, and I remember I used to run with Marissa, and I mean, I could have ran a 10K back then, but right now, one thing is that when I was running, uh, you know, practicing to run, I was running at night, but then I kept getting like big pain in like my chest, and it's like my heart, and
Mm.
like I got to check that out, man, because it's
Oh,
getting
bro.
bad. Like
Bro, and
I
it's
gotta go
only
to the
getting worse
doctor.
as we're getting older, right? Like, I remember I used to play sports every day. Like, bro, like, I'm very far from that now. And so, I mean, honestly, out of all the years that I ever played sports and never once got hurt, broke a bone, a couple years
Yeah,
ago, bro, I was messing around on a skateboard, right? Hit a
yeah.
rock and I fell on my skateboard. A fall I've done many a countless of times. Put my arm out, break my fall. I kind of get up, shrug it off, no big deal. That shit starts stinging. I fractured my like rotator, like in my elbow, like just falling, bro. Like I'm old, like I'm older now. Like it's not a game anymore, bro. Like
It's
we
not a
got to
game
check those
anymore,
things out.
man.
Like we used to be able to put that off. Well, like now it's kind
Yeah,
of like, hey, you're like grace period kind of expired, bro.
I know, man. And then I feel young, but my body probably
Mhm.
doesn't.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Like,
your body's like you're gonna play yourself, but it lets you. You know what I mean? Like there's times I feel young
yeah,
too. I got this young dog and stuff I'm taking care of, and I can keep up with her. And it's like, like like I'll like sprint with her sometimes. Like let me just make sure she's fast. Like, let me see if I can quick it. And it's like honestly, like one wrong move, and then it's like that's a business choice too. I'm out of work. Like
exactly,
gotta take care of, bro. Gotta
exactly.
keep. We have to maintain the health. It's not a bypass anymore. And chest
I
pains, bro. You
know,
know how that
man, and
goes.
that's good,
Everyone's gonna tell you it's serious.
because we are still young, and we're supposed to, be able to still go
I agree.
run and
Yes,
play
and
sports.
should be doing it now. Should actually do it. You don't got to be Michael Jordan or you don't got to be like crazy hot, but you should be doing something. Otherwise, your
Yeah,
body's
like
gonna hurt.
a while ago, I was I would go to play a little like tennis, and I was terrible. I'm still terrible at tennis, but
Yeah,
I could I have
I
a
can run
little
around.
like I get better. I'm getting
Yeah,
better,
yeah,
I
yeah.
I'm gonna
Whenever you want to
pursue
do
it a
some
little
tennis too,
bit,
you just let me know.
Oh, you play tennis?
Bro, I don't mean to brag, but yeah,
Oh, okay,
whenever
okay.
I got rackets, bro.
Mm.
I got rackets, we can smack it.
All right. Well, I got a good swing. I got a strong swing.
I got a strong swing. They call me
I
fucking
got a
Paul
strong
Bunyan on
serve.
the fucking courts. Just a warning. All right, that's fair.
One
But
day.
I'm down, man.
Yeah,
What do you think?
man, we'll go one day, man. And that's cool, man. That's good. It's been a while. I'm happy we're catching up, man. And yeah, so I do this podcast with Gabe, and we just talk anything. It's based off hip hop, but it's just anything. So I know you did a few episodes with Gabe, which I don't know why he hasn't sent them to me. Gabe, if you catch this, man, go ahead and send me those
I'm busy,
episodes so
man. I
we can
suppose.
upload them. And one thing I wanted to actually uh, talk about is uh, did you catch the latest Jay-Z and Nipsey Hussle song that came out?
No, I don't think I have yet. I haven't done anything with music yet.
It's,
Excuse me, just as of recently.
yeah, it's called What It Feels Like, and it came out for the a film.
Wait, wait, when was that
Ju-
recorded?
I think it was recorded. Well, I know Nipsey passed away,
Yeah,
so
that's
his
what I'm
verse.
saying.
Yeah, I think he did a feature like with Jay-Z, and then they never really knew when they were gonna use his verse. So or
Okay.
maybe they did the song in the past because this movie Judas and the Black Messiah, I know it took a while to be made, like so they probably had the song ready for the soundtrack. But yeah, have you seen the movie Judas and the Black Messiah?
I haven't.
No, it's cool. It's all right. It's
Okay. What's it about?
about like it's about Black Panthers activism, and that's where
Oh,
the
okay.
song came out.
Oh, man, I'm definitely
Yeah.
look
Do you,
into it.
do you like Nipsey Hussle?
Yeah. And sorry to sound super cheesy, but yeah, like I've been like it kind of took the taste out of my mouth of Doom passing away, bro. Like kind of, I don't know.
Wait a minute. Doom passed away?
What? You didn't know this,
You
bro?
said Doom, or
Doom.
you said Doom?
Yeah,
Doom?
Doom.
MF Doom?
Metal Phase Doom
When did he pass away?
on Halloween of 2020, bro.
Bro,
And you
I did
know
not
that's our
know
boy,
that.
bro. Oh my goodness. Bro, what rock are you living under? I feel so bad for you. And I feel so bad to be breaking it to you like this, bro. Doom's gone, bro.
Wow, I
They announced
did
it
not
they announced it
know
New
that.
Year's of this year. Like his wife released that on like his Instagram account saying that he had passed away, and they kind of kept it under wraps. But I guess he passed away on Halloween in 2020.
Wow. Wow. Rest in peace,
Really,
MF
man. Yeah.
Doom. Wow.
I've been diving a lot more into metal and stuff, and I still listen to, hip hop here and there and still do stuff with it. But yeah, like, man, it really took the taste out
Wow.
of my mouth. Like, man, that was my man, I really like that guy a lot. That was a lot to me. So I was kind of
Yeah.
like, okay. So
Great
I've really been
MC.
listening to a lot of his old stuff, to be honest with you, for the last few months.
Well, that's good, man. I'm gonna have to go ahead and just read more into it, see what
Heck yeah.
exactly happened. Did they say what the cause of death was or
No, it's
anything?
probably some health complications. It doesn't seem like I don't know. Like she wasn't really public about it, so I don't know. And I'm sure maybe there's more stuff out of it. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, just been a rough one. So I was just like, ugh.
Man, he was young too. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like me, I'm
Bro,
afraid about my
no,
chest and health
gotta do it,
complications, man.
man.
I'm scared.
Gotta check it, bro. Even the great ones, gotta take care of yourself.
I gotta go to the doctor, man. I know. I don't want to. I'm scared. I don't want to go to the
I
doctor and
know
have it
how
be
it is,
serious.
man. I know how it is. I feel you on that, bro. But the option,
Yeah,
the
man.
time runs thin, bro.
Yeah, man. And when Nipsey passed, I was devastated with that one too. I
Mm,
mean, that one was because I love Nipsey, but
mm.
so he had this song with Jay-Z, and I mean they both had really good verses, and so one thing I was thinking about with Jay-Z, I actually talked with Gabe about this too, is that I think Jay-Z he actually like changed the course of hip hop. I know he's like a great artist and everything, and I mean he has influence, but like a specific point where he like I feel that he changed the course is after Biggie and Tupac died. At that time, there was a like specific style and like form of music in hip hop that was going on, and
Okay.
after they passed away, like a little bit of the South began to come into hip hop and influence hip hop. And so when Jay-Z dropped Big Pimpin' with UGK,
Hmm.
and they're from the South
Right.
and they're from Texas, I think that basically ushered in like the platinum chains, gold rims, 20s,
Mm.
big white tees, and that era, because the South just needed a little like
Exposure.
attention, and since Jay-Z gave UGK that attention, it just really blew it up. And I think
Hmm.
if he wouldn't have done that, I think we'd be on a different trajectory right now.
Okay, maybe there's that, but man, like, yeah, there's that. You got UGK, but you had like yeah, yeah, you're right. In that terms of that, yeah, the flashiness, like those like big rims and being out there. I do, and what do I know? But yeah, I feel like that was kind of, yeah, like from like a southern influence, like in terms of that kind of style
Yeah,
there.
and I know Outkast was
Right,
also really
right.
big
That's
at
what's
that time. And but I guess like my point is that as they were garnering attention, Jay-Z is so popular and so big that when he made Big Pimpin' and he gave them that exposure, because UGK, they're the underground kings, that's
hmm
what it stands for. So they were more underground. And I think that really helped not just UGK, but the whole South, like Atlanta, Louisiana, and with the big timers. And yeah, and Nelly was in St. Louis and the St. Lunatics. So I mean the South just took over at one point, honestly. And then
hmm
I'm kind of happy we're out of those like big white tea days,
Oh man.
and we learned how to dress a little bit.
I'm glad I never did.
Stop banging my white
I'm
tea.
learning about poetry.
And then what was that other one, man? There was so many
A
song
lot
music,
of
like
a
dance
lot
songs.
of singing and and dancing type motherfuckers, and that wasn't hip hop.
Yeah, like okay, Soulja Boy had that Superman, and then
Oh,
what was that song by Jaquan? He had that one hit.
hold on.
That one was a big
The
hit.
name's familiar, but
Um,
yeah, I bet you as soon as you like can like get a piece of it, I could probably
I know I'm
get into
terrible.
one.
I'm terrible at with the memory and
Uh,
remembering the artist. I'm just terrible at it. But yeah, man. So I mean, so
oh
you
man.
listen to more metal now? You're not listening to that much hip hop?
Yeah, not too. The only like hip hop I'm really listening to is very older stuff. I like a lot of most stuff. I like a lot of Doom, and that's Doom
Yeah.
like some of the more recent stuff. But I really like his Victor Vaughn character, so I really like Vaudeville Villain a lot. Like, uh, but yeah, I've been all over. I like a
Yeah.
lot of music, honestly. So I haven't been so limited, and it's been a while since I dove back into the hip hop scene. But it's something that
You
would be
want to know
worth a
what's
dive.
funny? Um, Speaking about, metal and rock and roll, what's funny, well, not really rock and roll, but um, one day, you introduced me to that German band that was like really metal, like really metal. Like I don't know if it's even death metal, but and I would play it with Gabe when he would be in his car, and he would be like so confused that I was listening to that.
And now, did they sing in English?
Mm, you could barely understand them.
Fuck. I'm trying to think.
Like it was like ah. I can't even do it.
Oh man, that's good.
It was like pure screams, only screams, and Gabe was looking at me like, "What are you listening to?" And I was like, "Oh, Adrian introduced me."
Dude, yeah, my musical taste has been all over the place. I'd say throughout all my life, and I'm fine with that. Speaking of car rides and playing music, I know that was a subject at least I came up with Gabe, and I told him I was like, listen, I don't like Lil Wayne, but I have to respect him in a way. You know why? Because that was our life for a good solid chunk of our
Yeah,
years. Car rides to work, bro. Wheezy.
yeah.
100%. The car
Oh
to three,
yeah.
bro.
Yup,
It's all the bangers in the
bro.
bag, unpacking those fucking boxes all fucking day, bro.
At Hugo
Hey,
Boss, huh?
Hugo Boss, bro, the forum shops. Living the dream, bro. Busting your ass all day for that slave wage.
That is funny. I forgot about that,
Oh,
bro. I forgot that
but as
me
soon
and
as
you
I
would
said
go
it, you
on
could
break.
feel it, bro. That was life for a second, bro.
Yeah. After Hugo Boss, where did you go? You went back
So,
to a
so when I was working
lifeguard?
at Hugo Boss, I was like lifeguarding, right? But like, lifeguarding was, like March through like a November gig. So like I had like 3 months where I
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
really
yeah.
work. So it was like that. So like I went back to lifeguarding, and then like during lifeguarding, like I think it was like my third year of lifeguarding, bro. Like it was like I'm lifeguarding, bro. Like this shit sucks. Like it's the sun all day,
Yeah.
just baking over and over and over. And I like seen some like, just like some old kind of person like walking around in security. And I'm like, bro, there's no way that I can't not do that job. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so anyways, long story short, like it took a while, but I had to keep like beating down the door. And I was like, eventually I got into part-time security, and then I got full-time security. Like I did part-time for like less than a year, bro. Bro, oh shit. And I don't mean
What's
to
up?
name drop because this is a podcast, but I moved in with two people that we all knew, and I had an apartment with them while I was doing part-time security, right? And man,
Yeah.
did that thing go to shit. Had to break a lease, and these people
Really?
sucked, bro. Anyways, so all that bad shit happened while I'm doing part-time security. I lose the place that I'm at. I'm like hella money in debt because we had to break the lease because these people lost their jobs and shit. And I'm like living back with my
Yeah.
mom, and I make full-time security. And as I'm
Yeah.
making full-time security, I tear a few ligaments in one of my knees. And so
Oh
like I go
man.
down this just like, bro, like I have to go through this like security academy. I have to do like defensive tactics, carry this like people upstairs and stuff like that, all on a torn meniscus and ACL, so I can get through 90 days of working, so I can get the
Oh
insurance to kick in to have finally repair my shit, right? So anyways, that happened. I do all
man.
that and I make it. As I'm doing security, uh another crazy part of that, I've seen like so many. Never mind. I actually probably can't say that due to liability reasons. But somebody committed suicide at our job, and the person lived one house down from me when I was a kid. And I had to like see this person like that, and it's
Wow.
just such a crazy small world, man. And it's crazy what things happen to people. So I'm an outside security officer at this point. I'm armed, and so I'm just doing security. Spot opens up for K9. I think there's no way in hell I'm gonna get it. I throw my hat in the ring and I somehow make it. Bam. So now I've been
Awesome.
doing that for about 3 years at this point. So now I'm just doing that and loving every second of it. And then I'm a stagehand on the side, but that business is kind of dead right now.
I know coronavirus, man. Coronavirus.
Real young. But so once that kicks in
Bro,
too,
I
yeah.
forgot to mention when the whole when the shooter at Mandalay Bay, when he shot those
Yes,
50
sir.
people, you were working security that day. I mean, not
I
that day,
was
that at that
I
time, and you were off
I
that
do
day,
believe
huh?
I can say that, and yes, I was off that day, bro. It was a very surreal experience. I'm
Wow, bro.
very very good friends with the guy who got shot, the security guy.
The security guy who got
Jesus
shot when
Santos.
he went
Yeah.
upstairs to
Yes, sir.
try to arrest the
Yeah, you
guy.
should. I mean, it was so it's very surreal. Because I know what happened, right? But it was very
Yeah,
surreal to see what when people don't know things, the stories that they create, and that becomes news. It was very surreal to see things
yeah,
like that happen. It was very surreal to see a person who was literally, just any one of us, not known, go to famous overnight, and seeing the pressure of that weigh down on them for months. It was very
wow.
wild seeing how things really are. And that incident was, crazy and terrifying, but it just, that was something that shook people.
You can almost say life
Oh no, you
changing,
have
huh?
no clue, bro. So I was off that day, and I remember everything like like how like some people talk about how they remember 9/11, right? I just had dinner with my family, bro.
Yeah,
And I go
yeah,
home, and we just red boxed Logan, the movie Logan, the Wolverine movie, right? And and
yeah.
after hanging out with the family, we got Logan, and we sat down, and I just popped it in, and my friend calls me, and he was I'm living with a person who I work security with, literally the same shift. It's his house, and I'm living there. And he calls me, and I'm like, why is this hotel calling me? Like, it's like just a second before I get off of work, like, and or before he gets off of work, like he's about to be here. And he was like, hey, just so you know, like, it's going down out here. They're shooting up the place. And I'm like, that's not that's not a really funny joke. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? And he's like, no, I'm dead serious. Like,
Yeah.
he was like, there's shooting going on right now. We're locking stuff down, and Jesus got shot. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? And like, I'm not
Wow.
able to process it. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't, like, I don't know what's going on, and I can hear the radio in the background, and I can hear some sounds and some types of codes that I know where it's like, oh, really? And I was like, how are you calling me, you idiot? Like, you know what I mean? And he was like, no. He's like, I'm locked down. He's
Yeah.
like, we're locked down in the basement here. And he's like, I have to lock everyone down. He's like, I'm just calling you to let you know what's going on. So as I do that, as he does that, he's like, I gotta go. So, he hangs up, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? And I try to start turning on the news, right? Nothing. There's nothing on the news. Like, there's nothing on TVs. And I go on
Yeah.
the phone. I start like looking up on Twitter and stuff like that. And there's people tweeting stuff. So nothing official, but there's people tweeting stuff from this festival, like, oh, there's shooting and stuff like that. And so for the next, like, for the rest of the
Yeah.
night, I watched that all unfold, and just like sit there and be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you know what I mean? Like, watching all that happen.
Dude.
So I go into work the next day, bro. You know what I mean? And one of my things is I'm posted up
Yeah.
on a driveway, so I can't let nobody in except for, cops, CSI people, all the people doing that stuff. And there's people who are walking by, and obviously, and there's people who are booing you. There's people who are, thanking you. Like, it's a very surreal thing when all that happened, to be just around it and watch it all go back, down
I
to
can
normal, to
imagine,
just, man,
man.
it's a wild place. And this all happened in our lifetime, bro. Like, the worst massacre in history. Some wild stuff. Good world, man.
Man, dude. And it's crazy. It's fortunate. I mean, it's an unfortunate event, but it's fortunate that it was only 50 people out
Yeah.
of the hundreds that were
I mean, yeah,
there, dude.
it really
I mean,
was, and it's just what a coward, what a terrible person that person was, dude. Like, we all go through that.
dude, I was working late. I was at Las Vegas Color Graphics at that time where I was working, and I was in the sign shop, and there is a police station, a highway patrol police station or freeway patrol. I think it's highway police station on Sunset and
Mm.
Decatur, and you just see cop after cop after cop going down the street. It was probably like the whole station. I can imagine the whole station, and it was like 20 cars just, and I knew it was serious, man. I was like, it's serious. If 20 cars are leaving and it's just from that station, and then out of nowhere, like 5 minutes later, yeah, I went online and the same thing. It was social
Right.
media first that I found out, and it was like, man, dude, a massacre, man. And yeah, I'm happy, that I don't know if it's anybody that you know of the 50 people, but I'm just happy it wasn't any of our friends,
Yeah, happy for, those who, made
and
everything,
I
and
got.
obviously, tragedy for those other people, but just what a terrible person, you know what I mean? For all that stuff to happen, it's really sad. But hey, you got to be better people. It's important to bond with your community. See some stuff, just be safe out there. But craziness is everywhere, And so I do feel good in knowing what I do. At least I try to
And
protect people every day with the stuff that I do. But you never know, man.
yeah, and heart goes out to
It
the
really does.
families and the victims. And one thing I wanted to ask you is, how did the casinos change? How did policy change when you were there? Like after that?
Uh, there's no way I'd be able to say like super details about that, but it didn't. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be able to
Yeah,
say
like
much
when you're
about
checking
that.
in your bags, like they have to like check you and everything. Oh, I got you, bro. I
Mhm.
got you. You probably have
But I would
a
say it's not
non-disclosure.
I'm sure, many regular people, it's very well documented, and it is obvious if you just kind of think
Yeah,
about it. So yeah, that's all I can say on that.
yeah.
I got a mortgage
No,
to
I
pay. I
got you,
gotta be
man.
thinking sometimes, like just so happens, like all of a sudden we're gonna get super popular, and then get doxxed or some stuff. Like silly shit.
I know. Oh man, dude, that's gonna be crazy. I hope I'm gonna work. I will. I'm working really hard for that. But I know one day that's
Good,
gonna
good.
happen where I use a clip
Right.
or something, and then I get
Look
copyright
at this guy.
infringement,
He's a this
and it's
hater and
like,
this. It's like, oh no, what did I do? But I'm all right with that.
and like lately, like, okay, so on another podcast that's popular called the H3 podcast. I don't know if
Huh.
you know about it, but they were talking about another YouTuber and how this YouTuber played a bad prank on one of his friends, and they can't use a specific word now. They have to use the basically just the two first letters of the word, like SA, and it's crazy how that it's gotten to that point where you can't even use that specific word anymore. And back when COVID was at the height when it
Yeah, I
had
guess
just
you
been
couldn't
new,
say that,
YouTube
right?
wouldn't let you couldn't say that at that time, which it's crazy. And but I mean, yeah, overall, I mean, since we haven't monetized, it's still okay because we're not making
Hell
money
yeah.
off of our videos, so nobody's gonna they
Hell
don't
yeah.
care. But yeah, I mean, so and there was another thing I wanted to talk about, and I, of course, memory terrible. It's okay. And oh yeah, how come you didn't were you not, oh, it was a weekday, you weren't able to go to Gabe's um uh
Party
at
and
Osaka, Gabe's restaurant? I went there. It was nice. It was nice seeing everybody for after a while, seeing Easy and then Robin and
Robin.
Brianna, and I met Brianna's boyfriend, and Kush was there, and I drank with Gabe, and we had sake.
Saki boy.
Sake
It's
is
yes, it's hot.
warm. It's like
It's I'm not,
tequila.
yeah, yeah. Done a few sake bombs or two with my lady and some fans because I'm not a sushi person, but she is.
Oh, you don't
I
like
don't like
sushi,
anything
man?
that swims, bro.
Oh,
I really don't. I don't know what it. I think I was a fish in
nothing
the
that's in
past
the
life, bro.
water, huh?
I do not like seafood. Hate it.
Really? Wow. There's like I love
Oh my
shrimp.
god,
I
bro.
love
There's this
crab.
one time, bro. We got
Yeah.
a whole bunch of
uh,
free shrimp for some reason, and my lady made it, right, bro? And
Yeah.
it stunk up the whole house. And I'm trying to put into words the wrath and fury that built up inside me that there was no escape from this
The
smell.
odor,
Like I
huh?
just hate the smell of seafood. Like bro, I was so angry, like just like tossing and turning in bed, like no escape. Like oh bro, I hate seafood so bad. It smells so
Oh
gross.
man. Oh wow, bro. I honestly I didn't
It,
even
I mean,
remember that because I love
uh-huh.
salmon.
You know, yeah, I
Go
mean,
ahead.
there wouldn't have been a scenario because I would have just never ate seafood with you. Like, there's no way.
Yeah,
Like, you're good.
that's crazy. Well, I can
But it's all
understand it,
good.
to each his own. Do you like the Thai
I
food? I
did love
remember
Thai food,
me and
yeah.
Gabe we eat
You
a
guys
lot of
really
Thai
did.
food.
What was that place you
Yeah.
guys always used to find? Was it Mr. Chop Chops or what was it you guys always used
Well, no, Chop Chops was more
Oh,
Chinese cuisine. But no,
Noodle
Noodle
House.
House.
Yeah, y'all would
Noodle
always be
House in
going, bro.
Chinatown. Oh yeah, I love Noodle House, but they closed it down, man. It's
Terrible.
terrible. It's
Okay, you want to talk
heartbreaking,
about
you know?
heartbreaking? I mean, you know Zabas, right?
Zabas.
Okay.
Yeah, I love
Now, do you
Zabas.
like Chipotle? Okay,
Yeah,
now what?
yeah,
No,
I like Chipotle. I love
okay.
Zabas
I'm glad
more.
you said that, so we don't have to argue on the podcast. Okay, Zabas is delicious. Now, there was a look the Zabas we used to go to, Trop and Pecos, that doesn't exist anymore, and it's been like a couple years. And there's like a couple locations still here in the
Yeah,
city, like on the outskirts of towns, like a California's drive worth away. And the Trop and Pecos one is closed, but I'm very upset about like it really took a piece of my soul, just like Doom's passing, that Zavas is gone from quick access.
I'm gonna have to it's actually
Yes, it is.
Flamingo
You're
and
correct.
Pecos, but you're right. And there's one actually on Flamingo
Right,
and
Fort
Fort
Apache.
Apache.
Okay, yeah, that
So if you
doesn't
ever
help
want to
me
go,
over here on Sahara and like fucking Lamb, bro.
oh
It's the worst.
yeah. Oh, I'm on Sahara and McLeod. I'm by the DMV,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
So you're really
I'm still
close.
over
Oh,
on our
that's
side of
nice.
town, bro. I've lived here all my life. Apparently, I'm just not gonna escape it, given another decade.
Same here, man. Yeah, well, I went to
Mm.
Henderson at that time with Kevin and Easy, but yeah, no, you're right, man. I'm the East Side. It's
The
the East
East
Side,
Side is the
man.
beast side, bro. My goodness. I love the East Side. I mean, listen, I love the newer parts of town, fancy restaurants, all that good stuff, beautiful scenery. Pricey as fuck. Suck my dick on those
Yeah.
prices. So I got me a nice little place here. I'll sell that at some point, and then there we go. Or just keep this and rent it out. I just wanted a piece of property to at least, make some moves later at some point. Got to invest.
I know, man. Yeah. Oh, you gotta get good. The number
Got
one
to get
thing,
that
is
good
you gotta
credit,
get
bro.
good credit. You gotta build your
100%.
credit, and then you got to if you're not gonna go to college, you could start a
Listen, bro.
business. I want
I'm
to
going to
start a
speak
printing
for all people
business.
who didn't go to
So
college. I'm going to speak as somebody who went to college and was like, there's got to be a better way. Now, listen, I live in Las Vegas where it's pretty decent, pretty affordable to live out here. I knew I wasn't going to go to college. That's just pricey. And government wasn't going to pay for me. So go be a stagehand. Go work in construction. It makes very good money. You guys will read it. I'm sorry. It makes
yeah,
good money. You're going to have to sacrifice a little bit of that body, a little physical work. Get paid good. You be good, bro. You be good.
yeah. It's called
Be a
being a
man,
man. You could
man.
be a
Hulk
man for a few
smash.
years.
Hulk smash college degree. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right, man. You're right. And Mari's over at
Pepsi
Pepsi with
is.
Eric, and they're in a union.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Unions are good.
and Gabe, bro, did you ever think Gabe would be a
Did
dad
you
at
ever
this
think Gabe would
point?
be a dad? Did you ever think Gabe would be a school teacher? Did you ever think Gabe
A school teacher?
would be a dad and the kid would be named Selena?
But
Did you ever think
Selena, and with
Monisha, and
Monica, you
then
know,
did you ever think that
yeah,
Mari would be in the sneaker game?
yeah, no, I didn't think that, no, and um, I'm happy Brianna is with I forgot her boyfriend's name. I met him over at
Mm-hmm.
Osaka, but they gave me a ride home, because dude, I
Did you
was
did you
I was
get
messed
blasted
up,
off
man.
sake?
Well, not just sake, but I mean the last time I got baked was like
Oh,
in
okay.
2012, and Easy in the parking lot. Easy did shared his
Oh
wax,
no.
and dude, but yeah, no, and so I mean, I'm happy that Gabe, he finally is able to get his own place, and he's doing the grown up
Yeah,
thing now.
yeah, bro's
Everybody's
gotta
moved
live
out
the
now.
best, baby.
Got to do the grown up thing. Yeah, I'm happy he did that, and he's a good teacher with the school district, and yeah, man, yeah, I'm happy we all
We
ended
all
up
ended up
all right.
moving, living, growing. We all are becoming adults, I suppose, as time goes on. And I'm glad we're all right too, man, because you know how it goes, man. And I've lost some friends along the way already, And it's just, life is no fair.
Yeah,
Life is,
yeah,
no fun all the time. And that's all what it is. You gotta grow. Growing's the best part of it. And good for Gabe because he actually has a child now. He gets to see that grow. I mean, that's gotta be cool. You know what I mean? For
no,
better or for worse. That's awesome. If I had
yeah,
kids and it happened, then so be it. I would never prevent it, but I don't know if I'm planning for it right now. I want to be really set,
yeah,
because from my childhood, I know how I grew up, and I just want to be set. I don't want to be chasing things as I, you know, and whatever to it, like I want to give the child all the stuff that I couldn't have for sure, and give it a really good life and a good way to set off. So if I guess I'm honestly in a way
yeah,
subconsciously maybe even setting up to have kids, doing it. I'm finally owning a piece of something, leaving something behind, you know what I mean? If no matter what, I'll be able to leave something behind. So if I don't have kids, I think, I've got brothers and stuff like that, but
no, I gotcha. Yeah, it would be nice for me. I would be nice, but at this age, I'm not. I wouldn't be. I wouldn't
Mhm.
be planning on it. Yeah. When I was younger, when I was like 25, 26, yeah, like I would say
Wow.
yes, yes, I want kids. But as we get older, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why. Like when you're younger, I guess normally you don't want kids. But when I was younger, like I was like, yeah,
Yeah,
I want
subconscious
kids.
things, the ways
But
you grow up, you know what I
now,
mean? Those things all affect how you feel. But in the end of things, man, it's a scary time too to be
and
bringing kids into the world. So bless those who do.
right, yeah. And I want to, for everybody listening, I know that Adrian and I basically just ended up catching up. It's, we didn't really like go over any specific topics or, any current events, but, yeah, it's all right, guys. As long as you still here with us, it's okay. And, bro, I really want to thank you for just joining me, and, I think we're gonna go ahead and just. I know you actually work tonight, so I'm gonna let you get some rest. And I honestly, man, I
Hey,
appreciate
thanks
you
for having me
joining me.
on. For everyone who is listening, if anyone is listening to me specifically, I will appreciate your forgiveness and letting me get used to these chops and getting used to talking. It's very awkward for me, so thank you for bearing with. Alex, thanks for catching up with me, bro. It's been a pleasure. We're gonna keep catching up, and thank
All
you to
right,
everybody.
all right, guys. We'll catch you on the
Later.
next one.
You guys,
All
bye.
right, buddy. You have a good night, bro.
Be baptized, I'm past nice, I'm dope perhaps twice. Everything that they accomplish, shit, I did it in my past life. Coming from a brother who used to be half size. But it's cool cause the bigger they are, they fall hard like bad times. I crack spines like the walls of Jericho and let my soul glow like this was coming to America. Unbearable, man, yo, I thought y'all was talented to go.